Hey guys, I'm back. Welcome back to another exciting hit scratching live episode of Insane Disappearances. I am your host as usual, coming to you live from the ATL. But tonight, my friends, or this morning rather, and I hope you guys are some zombified YouTubers because I'm here right now. But I got a friend that I was talking to earlier, and she told me a very crazy story, an experience that she had over the phone. Okay, she was calling her friend, right? And as soon as they got on the phone with each other, and they said hi, how you do, and all that stuff, they got cut off. And okay, but first of all, since you just got here, what I'm talking about is that if you ever felt like you had some type of connection with your doppelganger from another level of the earth, you know, what man calls parallel earths, this is the right show for you tonight because a friend of mine had that same experience. Now, jumping back to what I was saying before, how she was on the phone with her friend, and after they got the words, hey, how you doing, out of their mouth, they got cut off. And she like called her back, and she got a beep from her. So she was beeping herself, which sounds weird, yes, but if she's looking at the caller ID, she sees her beeping in, and she's actually talking to her on the phone at the same time. That, my friends, is weird. Okay? So after that, it kept happening. So her friend was like, you know what? Something might be wrong with my phone. Let me reboot it and then I'll call you right back. So she did. And it happened again. They got cut off. And then she beeped in again after she called back. And it just kept happening. She kept beeping in, beeping in, beeping in. So it's like the crazy part about this whole situation is with the whole her beeping herself through through the phone while she's actually talking to her. Her friend had a dream earlier when she was taking a nap before she had to go to work. And in the dream, she was in a car driving somewhere. And then all of a sudden, she wakes up in a bed. She's a teenager. She goes out through the house and gets to see what the heck's going on. And she's seeing her parents, and they're not the parents that she knows, like as if they were her adopted parents, because she said she had an African American brother. So all this stuff is happening. She's seeing all this stuff in her dreams. She keeps saying, "This cannot be my life. This isn't real," right? And then all of a sudden, this happens. Think about it. She's had. Now, see, here's the thing. She said that when they were teenagers, they would, late at night when they were in bed, they would sneak a call to each other. And then all of a sudden, she's getting a call from her early in the morning, probably around the same amount of time. So, could that have been a teenage version of her friend from a parallel Earth, or another level of this Earth, that was doing the same thing she's been doing with her friend the whole time, but somehow the frequency from her Earth got mixed up with that phone call, and the same thing happened, but to the grown-up version of her on another Earth. That kind of just makes your mind go like, what the fuck? We like, how does that even happen? I know we got people out there that's like that. They be talking about, all this fake news and talking about all these, videos they got about stuff that you want to believe in, but you realize it's fake. But something like this, live, my friends. This just happened not too long ago, like a few minutes ago. And she texted me this. She was texting me this at first. So I was like, that is weird. And then she called me. We talked about it. And this is the even crazier part. She beat me. Can you believe that? She don't even know me. The woman don't know me at all, and she beat me. And see, it's like real news, important news. Yep. Can't be ignored. Exactly. If it's strange, you got to know about it, because if they're trying to keep you from believing in stuff like this, you ain't gonna never know about it. So that's why I'm here, to blow the lid off the can, or whatever else the lid is. Anyway, but yeah, she beat me. I'm like, why you beating me? That makes no sense. We got here. I don't know what news to trust, if any. Well, you can trust my news, because my news is the real deal. That's what I talk about, the real deal. I'm not gonna bring nothing that ain't the real deal on here. If you're not a believer, you can go that way. I'm just saying, I respect the fact that you came to my channel. I respect the fact that you had an opinion. But if you don't believe what I'm saying, I'm not saying you need to leave. That's the wrong thing to say. Let me see. I agree the government must know something weird is going on, and they don't want people. Of course, because they don't want nobody to know that they may have something to do with it. We already think that. Let's just say they did. And that part got out. Let me see. The news on TV is just the programming they want you to believe. Yep, I totally believe you. You know that, man. Yep, exactly. So, but like I said, I will invite anybody to my channel, okay? I will always do that. Now, you got your naysayers. You got the ones that want to call you names. And we already know about that. I'm too big of a person to worry about that kind of stuff. So I'm letting that slide. I'm too big of a person for that. That's not what my channel is about. So, I will welcome anybody to my channel. I ain't got no qualms with anybody. I love you guys. You guys are the best, okay? We all here, and we're here, okay? But all things aside, I want to get back to the show. I don't even want to talk about that. That's irrelevant. Now, this whole thing about getting a call from the other Earth version of your friend, that is some crazy stuff, but it's exciting. Can you imagine? Just like in those movies where they be on the phone and they get a call from somebody that should have been dead a long time ago. I see them movies all the time, And then there's actually some stories of people getting phone calls from their loved ones who passed on through the phone. And then this happens. I mean, this ain't no ghost stuff. This is your actual doppelganger from another level of this earth trying to call you just the same way y'all did when y'all were teenagers. So she is living the life that you lived when you was a child. Still. That life is just getting started at that point. So she's doing the same thing, but somehow, like I said, the frequencies got crossed up. That phone call that was supposed to go to her teenage friend, the one that she's talking to, and somehow got bounced into the feed that goes into her phone. So that's where all that came from. Somehow she was doing the same thing, and the time frame caught up with you. You probably did that at one point where you guys called each other at that time of the night, and somehow they connected at that same point. So you were getting a call from that version of yourself and hearing the same exact conversation y'all probably had. I mean, of course, you didn't hear the conversation. I know that. I'm not trying to say that you did. But, still, let's just say you just happened to hear what she said. Because you said that all you kept getting was static, sometimes just no noise, and you started hearing the echo, every time that call kept coming through, But what if the next time you actually hear what she had to say? Or maybe hear a conversation between her and your friend. when they were teenagers. That would be some freaky crap, man. I mean, imagine you get a chance to hear your doppelganger talking. It's better than you trying to touch them because y'all merge together and become one, and you'll just be existing out there somewhere. Man, I tell you, I just love creepy stuff that make no sense whatsoever. People will say that's impossible, that can't happen. She was nuts. She was drinking. No. Okay, what we got here? I was on Facebook and they have as promoted. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They got a bunch of forums talking about the same stuff. I'm actually part of a couple of them. And they're really good. They have so much information. There's one particular one. It's called Missing 411 Alternative. I suggest you check it out. They have a lot of up to date cases of people that disappear in national parks. They have a lot of old ones too. But it's a really good group. They love talking about the stuff and they love trying to find out what's going on. That's what the whole channel is about. That's why I'm a part of it. So I suggest you check that out, man. It's pretty cool, and they're pretty cool people, and they're right there with us. Let me see, look it up. Nice. Oh yeah, Missing 411 Alternative on Facebook is a forum. Gotcha. All right. Okay, guys. Now, has anybody out there had a really freaky phone situation? I mean, it could be paranormal. It doesn't matter at this point. But I just want to get that out there, because that has to be shared, just in case somebody who's listening to my channel right now had that experience. And I hope it's you. Yeah, you over there. Yeah. Now, but if you had a creepy phone experience that didn't make any sense, you want to talk about it? Let's talk about it. But if not, we're going to continue on. But yeah, a lot of crazy things going on, man. Like the whole Timothy Cunningham situation and them finding his body. And then Allison Rasper, her body was found in a partially frozen river, and everybody already knows that they may think the CDC may have something to do with Timothy Cunningham's death. The funny part about it is, how is it that you say he drowned and then at the same time you're saying that his death hasn't been determined? So you pretty much fucked up on the internet where everybody can see your fuck up. Where'd they go, buddy? If you're trying to hide it, did a piss poor job of doing it. I mean, come on now. He either drowned or you don't know. Why are you making something up? Then you're gonna sit up there and pretty much put yourself out there by lying right there on the internet. I'm just saying. Let me see. Contradicting themselves. Yep, contradicting themselves. I mean, it's right there. I can show it to you. I still got it up there. Now, if they're hearing this and they see what they did, it might not be up there, because I heard of that, where people say there was information on the internet. I think they were talking to David Politis on the phone when he was being interviewed on Coast to Coast AM, which I do not watch anymore because they don't have the answers anymore. So I already got the answers, so I'm good. Anyway, so when I was hearing all this elderly man was saying something like that. And I was like, wow, okay. Whew, that was weird. So, as you can see, it does kind of happen. So anyway, but yeah, very weird stuff. Oh yeah, the young woman that I told you guys about that pretty much got me into this, it was a case of a young woman named Madison Scott. If I hadn't mentioned it, I got a chance to. Okay, first of all, you want to know who Madison Scott is? Check out a documentary that the family and the friends of that town in British Columbia put together, for her. It's called The Vanishing of Madison Scott. You can find out everything you need to know about her. She's the reason why I started my channel. One of the reasons. She was one of the biggest reasons why. The other reason because I love. I'm not saying I love, but I don't know. It's just something about these cases that just, got my drive so hyped up. I just wanted to do this. I always wanted to know what was going on. I wanted to see if I could help find what's going on. So here I am 4 years later, still doing it. Didn't think I was gonna make it, but here I am, 2,000 subscribers later. I love you guys. Anyway, so um, yeah. All I know is that I mean, for real, for real. All I know is that these cases, they really have, they really got me going. They really do. So that's the only reason why I'm doing this. It's like you want to know what's going on, so you do what you got to do. Not everybody can do this. I didn't think I could. I was like, how do I start a YouTube channel? How am I gonna keep the people coming back? What do I have to say? What do I have to do? I started out by talking about my ghostly experiences. That did pretty good, but it didn't do as good as this. I think when I put a compilation together, that one got the most views. As a matter of fact, one of the videos I posted on my channel was Eddie Murphy Raw. That one got over 1 million views. And that wasn't even me. That was Eddie Murphy. So naturally, people are going to see it. But I started out real small, and then I worked my way up. You got to be patient. So 4 years later, here I am, still doing it, loving what I'm doing, making sure you guys get all the information that you need. But yeah, this is a pretty crazy situation here. I mean, going back to how, if you ever had an experience like that, you'd be like, wow. I mean, because I can't say that I've ever had a weird, freaky phone experience. The only experience I had, which is creepy to me, let me see. We live by San Bernardino National Forest. We like to go investigate. Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'll be honest. I thought about being a PI because the drive of the drive that I had to do what I wanted, do what I needed to do to help find out what's going on. I wanted to become a PI and just go out there and just look. I could select all the cases that nobody wants to even deal with, and that's all these creepy cases where people just vanish in national parks. But it's I just had so much going on. I didn't really have time to go to school because all I had to do is get a certificate to be a PI. I still may do it one day, but right now I just got a lot going on, and I got my family and everything. So I'm just trying to do what I need to do for right now, and then work on the other stuff. So that's why I'm here, folks, and I'm so glad you're here with me. I think I did say earlier that I might do a live video, but I didn't know exactly what I was gonna do it on. And then my friend called me about that little situation that she had, on the phone with her friend who was beeping in on herself at the same time she was talking to somebody, her actual friend. I was like, you know what? That will be the perfect live show. Because you never know. Somebody out there may have had an experience. Now, if you don't get here in time and you tell me in the comment section that you did, that's cool. That way I can still, you can type in everything that you experienced in that moment. Because I actually had a person do that one time where it wasn't a live show, but they saw the video and they hit me up with information on what the experience that they had. So, like I said, if you missed the video, the live video, you watching it, which is what everybody's doing, but that's respectful. We like to investigate, but it's hard to make time. My Shasta. Oh yeah, yeah, big time. I hear a lot about that place, a lot, including the whole Bigfoot thing. That's crazy. I'm kind of glad we don't have that kind of stuff over here. As far as I know. I mean, where I stay at, I mean, there's stories of mountain lions coming through backyards or bears and stuff. Brown bears. I think the black bears are like in other states. But like Oklahoma or something like that. But that's crazy. But all I know is that these cases have weird questions that are, they produce weird questions. And what does a weird question need? A weird answer. Not a logical answer, but a weird one. I'm just saying. Some people may think that evidence and all this other stuff, talking to a professional, a local lady here is suing the National Park Service. Yeah, somebody need to. The bad part about it is there's a lot of abandoned mines and miles of cows all over those towns. Oh yeah, most definitely. Yeah, those places are pretty cool too, man. 'Cause they got a lot of history, especially the mines. Ooh, there was a show that came on. I can't remember the name of it, but it was about a ghost mine, and it was a pretty good show until I realized that it was just another fake show. It kind of see when you look at stuff and you just pay attention really hard, you start noticing stuff, and that show was fake. I know a lot of people liked it. One woman almost chewed me out because I said I thought it was fake. And I was like, whoa, calm down. It's just my opinion. This was on the internet. I think I was talking. I may have mentioned it. I think I mentioned it on one of my videos. And she hit me up in the comment section and almost chewed my head off. I'm like, whoa, lady, calm down. I mean, it's my opinion. You know? So I was like, okay. But anyway, like I said, I like those shows, but let me see, they even control the paranormal stuff they show. Exactly. If it's not good for TV, oh, they gonna fuck it up. They gonna fuck it up because they want to extend it. You see, I hate Bigfoot shows. They're so stupid so far, except for some documentaries. Yeah, like Finding Bigfoot. That I hated that show with a passion. A little sorry behind people get on my man. Look, how is it that you drag all that bullcrap all the way up to the very last episode, like you about to see something like an arm or a face, and then they cut it for a whole, for like the summer or whatever. When they come back, guess what? All you saw was this, a hairy elbow, little bastards. Yeah, man, because they made you think. Let me see. Mountain Monsters is hilarious. Oh yeah, Mountain Monsters. I loved that show until I realized how fake that was. Because Buck, he's an actor. When I found that out, and I remember seeing him in the movie that I saw way back in the day. I'm like, dang, how old is this cat? I mean, not way back in the day, but probably like maybe in the early '90s or something like that. But anyway, Mountain Monsters is funny because of that Boomhauer character. I mean, I'm gonna go down there. I don't hear anything. I'm like, dang, dude, seriously? But he is funny. And then you got all that screaming. Okay, see, let's look. Okay, I hate how those stupid shows make legit Bigfoot investigations look stupid. I gotta be silent, stealthy. Yeah, yep. His name is Alan. His name is. Oh yeah, yep. Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah, his name is Alan, exactly. But I mean, how is it that you supposed to be stealthy and looking for these creatures, and you screaming? I'm like, dude, shut the fuck up! You trying to scare them away? Well, they're not gonna be scared away, but I'm just saying, why are you screaming? You supposed to be quiet. I mean, at least do it like all them other people and have that doggone, what do you call that thing? It look like a satellite, but it's a disc with a microphone on it. I forgot what he called it. What do you call that darn thing? Anyway, at least they could have used something like that. That would have made it a lot better. Oh, that's something else. But anyway, oops, sorry. Sorry about that. But yeah, I love that show. It's funny, but no. Oh yeah, parabolic microphone. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Parabolic microphone. Okay. I'm surprised they haven't disappeared, tramping around in the dark. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I would be fair to say, with all the things that's happening in these parks, things prancing around, taking people, think about it. It's in a federal park. That means it's owned by the federal government, which is a connection to the government. So they know what's going on in these parks if it's federally owned, right? Let me see. That would be the one episode they didn't show. Yeah. It sure would. It sure would. But like I said, let me see. It would just be canceled. Yeah, yeah. It would just be canceled. Because I mean, they gotta drag it on. They gotta drag it on. That's the only way they're gonna make a profit off of a show like that. So I see those kind of shows all the time. They drag it on right up into the edge of it. And let me see. But they mostly, in, yeah. So yeah, out of town in some woods. Yeah, exactly. But I mean, we're talking about every single one of those shows is always on that Appalachian Trail or Appalachian, like, I guess you can call it a pipeline or something like that. Let me see. How do you feel about Lars Matank? Oh yeah, I did a video on him a while ago. That was definitely pretty crazy. Let me see. Lars, that's the one that was running out of the hospital, right? And then jumped over the fence and disappeared in the woods and was never seen again. Cause that's the one. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I mean, the part where he just vanished, yeah, that one was weird. Yeah, it sure was. That was totally weird. I mean, first of all, it all started out when he, you know, was, I think, well, he was, I can't remember what country or whatever he was in, but he was there for something dealing with the college. Let me see, what if he, something nobody else did. Yes. Oh yeah, Caitlin Louder. Yeah. Probably. I mean, if he saw something, but yeah, they would make him disappear. But check this out though. Same thing, if that's the case, the same thing happened to Stacey Harris. Because think about it. Both of them vanished without a trace. And the only difference was nothing of his was left behind, I don't think. Because he didn't have, I think he had his luggage. I think, because, I think he was supposed to be leaving to go back home to get on the plane, but he was sick. He goes to the hospital. Next thing you know, he's running out of there for dear life. And they see him running back and forth in the parking lot. They jump over the fence. He disappears in the woods, and boom, he's gone. Never seen again. With her, same thing. Except for she disappeared right after she went through that line of trees, which is a pathway, actually. And then when they went through there and saw the doggone lens cap on the ground, that's all that was there. No footprints, no nothing, as far as I can see, because of course, they didn't mention that part if there ever was. But she just vanished without a trace, and all they found was the lens cap. So, same thing. Maybe when she was out there taking pictures of the lake, she caught something on camera. Okay? Now, of course, they didn't know that, but let me see. I think there was more camera footage that they didn't show. Oh, of course. Most definitely. That would be the main reason why all you saw was the lens cap. Because think about it. She disappears. Now, it could be two things. They made her disappear somehow, some way. Let me see. It's crazy how they wouldn't give that specific report to David Players. Yeah, yeah. Obviously, there's something going on. Yeah, I think they found the camera. Yeah, they found the camera. But see, here's the thing, though. Two reasons why she could have disappeared. First of all, they made her disappear somehow. Maybe put her on a new name and threatened her to make sure that she don't ever talk or reveal who she is or whatever. I don't know. Or she could have got sucked through a wormhole. And the force of that suck made her drop the camera, and it fell on the ground, making the lens cap pop off. So when they finally went in there to find her and they saw the camera, they looked in it to see if there was any incriminating evidence on that lens or that picture or whatever you want to call it, with the negatives. And if so, of course, nobody would ever see the camera again, but they want to add suspicion to the deal. So they leave the lens cap there on the ground, but they take the camera. Of course, she's nowhere to be found because she got sucked into a wormhole, if that's the case. but the camera was still there. So they took that, and no one would ever see that camera again. I am Lamb. Let me see. What about maybe a sinkhole or Karen? Yeah, that's a pretty good assumption right there. You know, people have talked about that too. You know, hey Lamb, how you doing? Glad to see you here. Um, that's a good one though. You know, because I don't want to leave anything out, even if it's a sinkhole. And the people have talked about that before. They never mentioned anything about no sinkholes, so I honestly don't know. But that would be a good assumption. You know, that could have been what it was. But sinkholes, I don't know what they leave behind. Maybe they leave a dip in the ground or whatever. Let me see. Wouldn't they have found the hole? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They probably would have found the hole by now. I mean, if let's just say the camera was in that area, and so the lens cap was there. Let me see. Not always if it's sand. Well, yeah, because you know, like just like with quicksand, you don't see that coming until the last second when you actually going into it. So I see your point. But I mean, like I said, there's a lot of theories. I have seen them form landscaping. Oh, okay. Well, you know, I mean, if you know, you know. You know, but like I said, I mean, let me see. That's totally fair. Small ones, but think on a large scale. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, that's pretty big. I mean, yeah, that's definitely a possibility. You never can tell, you know. But for her to be gone that long, I would think at some point they will find something. But if it was like you said, if it's undetectable in some cases, especially if the weather is bad, the wind's blowing, it may flatten it out, or the rain may hit up against it, causing it to causing the mass of the sand to expand or to tighten up to where it becomes really hard. You never know. It could be anything. You know, but for right now, let's stick to the fact that she disappeared without trace. Because, you know, there's no evidence to state either one of these claims. Let me see, because search efforts were hampered, right? Yeah, exactly. They were hampered. Let's see, are y'all talking about the lady who was walking? No, we're talking about Lars in the tank, cause of bad weather. Yeah, like I said, it could be anything. Yeah, we're talking about Lars on Matank, my friend. You know the video they got on YouTube of that young man in a yellow shirt running out of a hospital, you know, in the airport, and then they see him on camera jumping over the fence and disappearing in the woods and never being seen again. That's who we're talking about. So okay, but yeah, so yeah, it's definitely some crazy stuff. I mean, for something like that to happen, it, it's just when something weird happens, you gotta have a weird answer, you know. And with that stuff, you gotta rule out Bigfoot, even though that might be a good thing. I don't know. It could be anything. We don't know. That's the baddest part of this whole deal. We don't know. You know, we can sit around and theorize all day long, but until we know the actual truth, it ain't nothing but just words. Let's see, a classmate of mine from college used to go to Yosemite every year. Let me see, he walk, never came back. Still missing. What? Okay, you know what? What's his name again? What's his name again? Because I wanna get that down. I'll see if I can find something on it. I'll probably do a video on it. I think all I saw was Walker. What's his name again? I'll look it up. It was a few. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, here's what you do. Just hit me up in the comment section of this video, and just you put it on there, and I'll check it out. Okay. See when I find it, I will send it to you. All right. All right. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. But yeah. Yeah, just put the information in the comment section and I'll take it from there. I appreciate it. But anyway, guys, but yeah, that's some crazy stuff, man. I mean, Lars in the tank disappearing the way he did. There's no trace evidence of him ever found, ever even being in the woods, and that's a pretty vast area, the forest. You know, so that's a lot of places to search. I mean, you would literally have to have thousands and thousands of searchers in a line going from one end, like stretched out from one end of the forest to the other, and just going straight out. Hopefully, hoping you don't fall over a cliff. But still, that would take a lot of searching just to even find somebody in a place like that. So, it's crazy, man. I mean, he just went there with his class and got in an argument with somebody over some sports. I think it was a hockey team that they didn't agree with. And let me see, and sometimes search parties go missing. Oh yeah, and let's go all the way back to my video about the Brown Mountains. There was a search party that was looking for a slave master, and they disappeared. And then the search party that came out to look for them, look for the other search party, they disappeared. So yeah, it's very possible. It's very creepy, but also very possible. It's just like none of that stuff makes any sense. You can just saw a military video where they can put a cover on it. Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, it was like a video of a guy getting out of a tank, and I think he put that. He had it on, and then he took it off as he was getting in the tank, and then the tank drove off. Yeah, yeah, very trippy. So, and the crazy thing is, you can't. To me, you can't really. Let me see. They got that technology from a dimensional being. Yep, they got that technology from a dimensional being. Now my thing about that is it only accessible on camera, or can you see that with your own two eyes? That would be my thing, because you only see it on the video. That could be some straight up special effects. But if that is what it is, that's right. My friend said they got the technology from an interdimensional being. They have that technology where they can cloak themselves. I mean, think about it. Remember that time I told you, see, because I've seen ones that can cloak themselves with my own eyes. See, how about the fear in Minnesota? I don't think I heard about that one. The one, the fear in Minnesota. I don't think I heard about that. Maybe you can shoot me some information about it. Hit me up in the comment section of this video, and I'll check it out. And then I could probably do a video on that. All right, but yeah, like I told you that one time before where I saw one of them right there in the corner, and it was cloaking itself. He was Liberian. I can see, but if you walk up, he was voicemail. Oh, okay. All right. But yeah, like I told you, I saw one like right there, and it was cloaking itself, and it was like so transparent, I could see right through it. So they do have that technology, but for them, it's a little bit more high tech than it is for us. Like, at this point, we can only handle the cloak that goes over the entire body to make you invisible. So let me see, with the growling in the background. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. With the growling in the background. That is crazy. Let me see. Could this be what's happening? Why people are disappearing? Yes. The ones they call the dark ones are the ones that's doing it. That's the reason why you see, or you hear about the information where all they find is tiny little fragments of bone. We are a feeding frenzy for them. Okay, we're on the lowest point of the food chain, if you ask me. I mean, if they can come in here, toy with everybody, open up wormholes so we can get sucked into it, and then if we go with any of them, you see, black-eyed people, maybe. Them black-eyed people, they ain't coming back. Most of them, anyway. I've seen them. Okay, they was like one time I was coming home, and I was in my car trying to get my stuff together so I can go in the house, and one of them bent down and looked right into the passenger side window with a hood on his head. Saw it as plain as day. And as soon as I looked at it, when I turned my head real quick, it disappeared. Obviously, they don't like being looked at or seen. Yet you standing right next to me, but on the outside of my car. You know, and they used to dash by me all the time at like top speed. You know, so it's crazy. They do exist, but I don't think they're here right now. At least the ones here, I know they're not here right now. You know, but they're long gone. But anyway. But yeah, man. Let me see. Yeah, I know them well. Yeah, I apparently I knew them well too because I saw them before we even met. You know, and I just didn't realize what they were until that one moment where we talked about it. Well, your experience. I'm like, ugh, okay, very crazy. But yeah, crazy, man. All I know is that when it comes to situations like that, I know I get excited. I really do. I love this stuff. I mean, from the UFOs and ghosts and now this. I mean, just the other night, as a matter of fact, I was outside enjoying the night air. So that's the reason nobody talks, because of our shady government. Exactly. Because, see, if you remember the Greada Treaty that they signed with these grays, which are actually the, dark ones, they thought they were the good ones, but they weren't. They were probably disguising themselves as the good ones, giving them technology and all that stuff. But the same people signed that Greada Treaty, they reneged on it, and they started abducting people and putting them back wherever they wanted to put them at. Sometimes they put them back with no skin on their body. I've seen one. It was an old black and white photo of a guy's face, like it was completely burned off on one side, and all you saw was the skull. You see, the grays are one type of dark ones. Yeah, the grays are one type of dark ones. They have the good ones and they have the dark ones. And they would be the ones who are devouring, people. Let's see, look up Henry McCabe. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I looked that one up. Let's see, Gabriel says a human can be a dark one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember him talking about that. But yeah, I think I already did a video on Henry McCabe. If I didn't, I'll probably do another one soon. Let me see. Some grays are not androids. Oh, no. See, mainly what they are, even though they tell you they got some that they make, oh yeah, it is very creepy. Especially that growling over the phone. But yeah. See what it is, like I said, there are different types of species of being, okay? Them being one of them, okay? You have the small ones, you have the tall ones, you have the ones that, let me see, grays are humans or the future, I know. I beg to differ, but that's just my opinion. Everybody got the right to their own, so... But I'm gonna leave that alone. That's a long story and a long conversation. Grays are humans from the future. Well, okay. First of all, if you hadn't seen my video before, I can tell you right now, time travel doesn't exist because the past, the present, and the future exist simultaneously in one moment. Okay? Now, I can break that down as much as I can, but if you look at moments in your life as droplets of water, okay? That one little droplet is that one moment in your life, like right now, okay? So anything at the edge on the outside of this droplet is your past. Let me see. It will exist, though, 10,000 years from now. Yeah, well, right now, what's more important is the now, because let me tell you, like I said, if you look at your moment in your life as a droplet of water, anything on the outside of that droplet doesn't matter at all. It's just unused moments or space, from one droplet to another. So whatever's in front would be a future that hasn't been moved towards. Let me see. You mean time and space are connected? Now, what I mean is the past, the present, and the future exists in one moment. So let's just say, okay, whatever you were doing before you got on here is your past. What you're doing right now is watching me on my video. Thank you very much. And anything beyond that is a future that hasn't been set yet because you haven't moved towards that moment yet. Okay? We create every moment in our lives. Word time is an illusion. It's all one. Yeah, if you want to, if you could look at it like that, that's one way to put it. But like I said, past, present, and future, all in one moment. Okay, it exists simultaneously because that. Let me see, interesting, man. Oh, thank you. Well, that's what I'm here to do. Make things interesting, RoboCop. Right? Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't get a chance to read that. Quick enough. My bad. But yeah, see. Like I said, I do a lot of meditating, and I talk to my guardian angel, okay, and I talk to my friend's guardian angel. So I get a lot of information that most people don't. Well, I don't want to say most people that nobody really knows about. So I am the keeper of all this information, okay. Like I said, all that is very true, okay. The moment that you're in is the only thing that matters. Anything beyond that moment, whether it's your past or your future, it doesn't matter because that's what it is. It's in the past. So you're moving this way. You're not moving back unless you turn around and see, or to reminisce about your past or whatever it is you did before this. Okay? So when you move forward, you're creating a future. That's the only... See, people always say, I want to know what my future is. If a psychic is telling you something about your future, that means it already happened and you're just catching up to it. She had the ability to see what the creator created for you. Okay, let me see. Have you researched the Peter Gibbs pilot? I think. I have foreseen the future. Here, 3 hours. You funny. Unfortunately, that ain't gonna be me because I don't sleep like that. I can be up for 24 hours with no problem. But yeah, I don't think I'd have, but if you put that name in the comment section of this video when this is over, and then I'll see what I can do. So anybody that got some more information for me, like I said, drop it down below in the comment section, and I'll do what I can. And if the lady who sent me the information about, I think it's yeah. Oh man, I can't remember his name right now. But it's a young black man I'm gonna be talking about on my next video. I think he's already deceased, but I think it was a homicide. But I was doing her a favor. I told her I'd check it out, so I'm gonna make that part of my video next time. But yeah. So, but let me see. I think Bigfoot is a bunch of bull. Well, I really wouldn't say that because you have so many different level type creatures on this level. Okay, you got Bigfoot, you got Dogman, you got werewolves. Believe it or not, they are real. They just come from a different level that we can't see. Okay, and you got your chupacabras. You got all these cryptic creatures. I can believe that Bigfoot is real. I mean, if you looked at Les Stroud's Survival Bigfoot, werewolves. What? Come on, man. No, seriously though. I mean, think about it. Just because we haven't seen it don't mean it ain't real. The idea of the Wolfman had to come from something. Think about it. They never caught one. I agree. Of course, yeah, they never caught one. So naturally, you're gonna say, "Oh, it ain't real." But still, think about it. The idea of the Wolfman had to come from something, or the werewolf had to come from something that was seen. Now see, she's seen one. You may think it's impossible, but trust me, everything is possible. everything. Let me see. Says the boy. His name is Matthew. Anyway, but seriously though, time change. They become sophisticated, like among us. Well, see, most of them have they think like a human because they have the intelligence of a human. That's the reason why they can outsmart us the way they do, like stay hidden all this time and never get caught. Now, like I was saying before, if you've seen, okay, fungus among us. Okay, have you watched Robert Morning Skies video? Fungus. Okay. Anyway, no, I haven't. No, I haven't. I don't think I even heard of it. But yeah. So, I'm losing my train of thought here. Jeez, you guys are killing me. You know these questions. No, but that's what I'm here for. But yeah. Let me see. I believe there are weird things out there. How ignorant it could. Well, see, like I said, you know, just because you haven't seen it don't mean it ain't real. Okay? Okay, there's a lot of things I've seen and experienced that I never thought was actually real, but it is. Okay? Let me see. The stories had to come from somewhere. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was trying to say. The stories about these creatures had to come from somewhere, and somebody had to have seen it. Now, see, I've always said that this earth had the most activity in these things way back when, before we was even born. You know, and then it started to kind of die down a little bit. Let me see. And just like, how is it that some states or some countries have more activity as far as UFOs or ghosts than some states? You know, I see UFOs all the time. As a matter of fact, I was outside and saw a triangle UFO over my darn subdivision. That sucker was huge. But I realized something. I could see the entire sky in between this triangle. So what it really was three energies working together as one. Okay? Three energies. Intelligent energy. Working together as one to make up one mass. Or at least it moved like it was a huge triangular mass. But it was really just three lights flying in formation, in a tight formation, working as one unit. I realized that when I saw it. Now, when I tried to take a picture of it, all I saw was these tiny little, these like bright streaks shooting down from the sky in front of the houses. I got the picture, you know, on my phone. Let me see if, and I mean if Sasquatch existed. I say, well, like I said, you would have to see one in order for you to, you know, say that it's real. Just like a person that may not believe in ghosts. They ain't gonna really know that they're real until they actually experience seeing one. And I can tell you right now, I've seen enough in my lifetime to know that they're real. They were in my house, right here. They've been around my whole life. Okay? So, they're real. Think about it. If a ghost is real, why can't Sasquatch be real? I'm just saying. If you seen a ghost, what makes you think you ain't gonna never see one of them? Even if you don't ever see one, if you saw a ghost, that would still kind of open up windows to let you realize that other stuff is real. I seen a ghost before it was a trip. Yeah, it's gonna make you trip even more. I never seen ghosts, and I don't want to either. Trust me, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Cause see, here's the thing. Okay, I can't read everybody's comment, but I'll try. Let's see, from my understanding, they know how to hide. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they know how to hide. But see, like I said, they also think like a human. So they can get around how we think as well. They use that against us. But anyway, so, oh, jeez. I'm getting tired of this. Let me see, I'm a beacon for everything. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's definitely a beacon. You know, like what happened tonight. Or this morning, rather. It was crazy. But like I said, trying to remember. Hey Matt, what were you talking about before? Cause I trailed off a little bit. What was that you were talking about before? Cause I was about to say something and I can't remember what I was trying to say. Anyway, I'll wait. Let me see. Oop, what was that? Oops, sorry. Why is our government trying to hide what's in Antarctica? You know what? I'd have to ask my friend what they're trying to hide. Cause I honestly don't know. It could be a lot of things. It could be. Let me see. Gabriel has mentioned that to me before. Or about Antarctica. Because if he did, please share. I mean, other than the fact that they only show, UFOs being out there. Oh, okay. So, what did he say? I definitely would love to know. Because, I mean, for as far as I know, all they're hiding is bunkers for UFOs and stuff. But it could be more. If there is, I would love to know. Robert Morning Sky explains dogman reptilians engraved from train. Ah, okay. Okay. Gotcha. Well, I can tell you one thing about the Egyptians. What they call the Anunnaki are actually our guardians, our guardian angels. They just had a physical form here on this physical plane thousands of years ago, but were put on a higher plane that wasn't physical because the generation before us didn't need them. So that's why we can't see them. And that's where the part where they say that the Anunnaki just left and never came back. They didn't leave. They were here the entire time. They never left. They were just invisible and untouchable. So there's your answer about the Egyptians and the Anunnaki. So next time you feel your guardian angel behind you, he was like, "You're one of the Anunnaki, aren't you?" If they say yes. Oh, by the way, if they're saying yes, but you hear it in your head, that's how they communicate. Mental telepathy. But anyway, sorry about it, guys. I'm just hungry right now. But yeah, this has been a very, very good talk. If I didn't know any better, it lasted about 2 hours almost, because it's 3 o'clock. So I don't want to keep you guys up too long. Let me see. What are you munching on? Oh, munching on these, my friend. They are so good. Honey mustard and onion pretzels. You know the what do you call them? The Snyder's. Yep. Snyder's. Very good. Sorry about that. I'm sorry. I'm just hungry. Oh yeah, they're very good. Very good. I don't mean to be eating in front of you guys, man. I just couldn't help it. I'm just hungry. But yeah, this has been a very good show. I really appreciate. I can't even talk. I really appreciate you guys. Yeah, same to you too, my friend. I really appreciate you guys coming out. But it is getting late, and I heard that prediction where he said we're all gonna be asleep by 3 o'clock. Here it is 3, and I'm about to end already. So I'm gonna say, let me see. He said Antarctica is inhabited by beings that will not let. Oh, okay. Wow. Oh, can you repeat that one more time so I can read it to everybody? Because he wanted the answers. I want to make sure I get it. Please, please. Because they disappear after a couple of seconds. So I got to read it real quick. And, so please repeat it so I can give him the answer since he asked. Okay, he said Antarctica is inhabited by beings that will not let the government take over it. They are not human. Right. There you have it. Beings that won't let the government take over because they're not human. There you go. And see, here's the thing about that. You got so many labels for all of these things that we see or hear about, like aliens or reptilians and all this stuff. Not saying they're not real, but you have to give them the correct name. They're not aliens, they're interdimensional beings. Okay? And then you have the dark ones. They are the same, they're interdimensional beings, but you got the good ones and you got the dark ones. So, I think they are a race of, you know, reptilians because, like I said, there are different species of beings out there. He also said it's not frozen like we've been taught. Oh, so Antarctica isn't as frozen as we thought it was. Wait, so you're saying it looks like Greenland? Or is it Iceland? Yeah, Iceland. Iceland is the green part. So you're saying it's just like Iceland? If it is, that's crazy. Very crazy. But anyway, guys, it's getting late. I'm enjoying this, but live shows shouldn't be no more than an hour at least, or just a little bit over. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this. I got some things I gotta take care of, like rest. Let me see. There is a whole spectrum of climates there. Oh, okay. History is not what we've been taught. It's a lie. Exactly. Night to you too, my friend. Hey, but you guys are exactly right. But yeah, so I'm going to bid you adieu, and I'm going to end it the way I always do, and you know how that is. Aloha, mahalo. Do a cooking show next time, bro. A cooking show. Oh, my kitchen. That's a good one. I like that. Hey, I might scramble some eggs for you guys one day. Show you how I can really, get down. I like that. That was funny. That was real funny. But anyway, guys, seriously though, for real, I'm gonna end this, so I can get some rest. 'Cause I gotta be to work tomorrow by 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna do it the way I always do it. End it. You know how I do it. Aloha, mahalo, and hui ho. Good night, everybody. Have a great sleep. Oh, and watch out for the grays. Oh, that killed me. Oop, sorry.